In this video, I'm going to take you through and actually teach you the most effective, accurate and guaranteed way you can drop body fat through dieting whilst maintaining all of your muscle mass. It's a very simple process, and this is exactly what I do for myself when dieting for a shoot or video recording. And this is the exact process I take all my clients through when they want to drop fat as well. So what you need to do is to start to come up with a diet that is going to fit into your life to be realistic to you as a daily basis, and most importantly, want this original diet to contain as much food as possible. That's correct, you heard me correctly. When you start a cut or decide you want to start dropping fat, you need to start on a good amount of food. You want lots of good quality carbs. When you are dieting, to drop fat, there is no one diet that will work for you. It is impossible. So you need to make constant changes to your diet in a weekly to a fortnightly basis. If you want to make a continued process, I don't care if you go through me as your coach or someone else, or even do it yourself, but never pay for just a diet plan. Your diet must change on a very regular basis. Not so much the food you're eating or anything, but more so the amount of you're eating. So if someone says to you that they will do a diet for you, but won't make any changes, you're just paying for the original diet. Don't do it. It's not going to work. You will not see good results from just a diet plan. And I'm going to explain to you why. So an original diet plan for a male should contain at least 6 to 8 meals. For a female, it should contain 4 to 6 meals. You're right, you must think 7 to 8 times a day, a lot can cram a lot amount of food into 3 to 4 meals. But don't want you to think that. Eating on a regular basis is the first step in dropping fat, and probably the most important step, because it kickstarts your entire process. I want you to think of it like it's okay. If you're eating 3 times a day, you eat a meal, your body processes that. 4 hours later, you eat another meal, your body processes that. 4 hours later, you eat another meal, and your body processes that. For the entire day, your body is only processing food and sending the nutrients from the body you're eating where they need to go 3 times a day. So your body is going to start performing like a fine-tuned machine. It's going to be functioning at its best all the time. Your muscles are being fed good quality nutrition throughout the entire day. This is literally the one and the only way to increase your speed and your metabolism. The only way to increase some of your metabolism is by increasing the amounts of meals and you're consuming on your daily basis. Do not get sucked into marketing. Eating more frequently is the only way to increase your speed of your metabolism. Everything you do needs to make sense. So when you are dieting to lose fat, it needs to be set by a set period. The reason I do 16-week program is because setting a 16-week is more than enough time to drop a large amount of body fat. You drop the fat at a very good pace, and you do not have to do anything too drastic, and I can cause you enough and lose muscle mass. You need to let your body get used to a high amount of food. It is important you start with the minimum amount of food. What food would you have to cut your diet to drop body fat? If you want to get leaner, you need to be cutting foods from your diet on a regular basis. You need to get your body used to the highest amount of food and you can handle and eat that amount of food, let's say 2 weeks to start with. You want your body to get used to that amount of food. You need to let the body weight establish on the amount of food and your metabolism to go into the lighting fast. Now, as you want to be eating 7 meals a day for 14 days, carbs in 7 meals, which means a lot, you can start with fast loss process. So next week you'll cut carbs from one of your meals. After the cut carbs from one meal, you might drop a kg, let's say. The next week, you add in an hour's cardio, you might drop another kg. The week after, you cut carbs from another meal, you might drop another 500 grams. Then the week after that, you might add in an hour's cardio on top of your training program. You might drop another kg. Can you see where I'm going with this? I know it's waiting in the pain. I know you might look great now, but by going through the correct process, it's going to make a huge difference in your result. Just to recap, losing fat is very easy, but losing fat whilst keeping your muscle mass and increasing it at the same time, it's not. Because before you start cutting, to figure out your base diet, which I teach you how to do it, my video, protein, carbs and fats, all 7 for your starting meals must contain protein, all 7 of your starting meals must contain carbs, and the 7 meals contain good quality fats. Your protein intake and your fat intake stay the same, start to finish. The carbs intake and the only nutriment you are decreasing over the 16-week fat loss period. You increase cardio, and then you cut carbs. Increase cardio and cut carbs all the way through to the end of the 16-week fat loss period. This process is the best way to drop body fat and keep your muscle mass, whilst possibly increasing it at the same time. Losing fat using this process does take time, and you need to be consistent. You need to trust me, follow this process correctly for 16 weeks, and you're going to look incredible.